All right. Yeah, today's topic is whether genetically modified food is safe to eat, because there is a group of people who feel that we should not consume genetically modified foods, and we should be going more into organic foods and organic farming and all that. And there is another group of people who feel that we should be having genetically modified foods is okay. So, what is your opinion? Let's start, Sapna.
Yes. Before we're going to start discussing on GM food, first we have to understand what is it, right? What kind of seeds we are using in this crop, like uh, GM foods seeds are developed by transferring selected genes from one organism into another, right? For example, cotton, right? When we add a bacterium, a bacillus thurin genus,
Okay.
selected a genes inserted in a cotton, then it make a bt cotton,
Okay.
right? And if we are using bt cotton as in clothes, like in our known food items, this is not harmful, right?
Okay.
But it is also a harmful for an insect, like if bullworm paste eat
But
it. And
those are not foods, Sapna.
but mostly
Those are
we are using on a non food item, mostly in India, even environment, like a genetic and engineering appraisal committee. This committee is regulating a GM crop.
in
So
India.
so in India, like they are only allowed a bt cotton in India, because they are not take a risk for lives of humans and also insects,
Okay.
because both are very important for environment balance.
Yes.
And also we can also give a positive response also, like India is a developing country, and also India needs a self-sufficiency in agriculture, because of India have adopted a sustainable development goal, SDG goals of zero hunger.
Okay.
So we have to adopt, but we cannot take a risk of life of
Okay.
humans or insects. So yes, and on
But I want something. We are not talking. There are many other crops. You know, there are crops for cotton.
yes,
You
yes, yes,
grow something like jute, etc.
yes,
Those are
yes,
not consumption. We are not consuming those. Okay. I want opinions
but
on food that we are, because if we are consuming it, is it going to
yes,
be harmful or is it
yes,
okay?
yes,
Is
yes.
it safe?
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
what we want
This
to
is
discuss.
related to biosafety concerns, like
Okay.
GM food crop may be unsafe for like human and animal consumptions. Right, they may harm the soil bacteria and bees also, because they are
Okay.
very important in our life. And also it harms the entire food web chain and biodiversity.
Okay. Okay.
And GM crop may eliminate the wild and indigenous species
Mm-hmm.
uh, by cross pollination.
Okay. Yeah,
So
they
like,
may
yeah,
spoil that. Okay.
yes,
Anybody
yes.
else has any opinion? Can we have somebody else? Antarlina?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's hear.
Okay. It's a genetically modified food, also known as genetically engineered foods or bioengineered foods.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and these foods are produced from organisms, and,
Okay.
by changing DNA, DNA structure,
And explain.
by changing its DNA.
Okay. Yeah. 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 That Sapna has already explained that
Yes,
part.
yes,
You know that it is
and
changing the genome. Yeah.
yes, gene. And at first, we know it introduced in US.
Okay.
yes, introduced in US, but this was unsuccessful
Okay.
because because at first people did not understand about this, and yes, they also we have no clear cut
Mm-hmm.
idea about this kind of food.
Foods.
We are listening debates or read from newspaper, but we are not clearly know this.
We don't know
So
clearly.
yes, sir. And commercialization was first introduced in China at first.
Okay.
Yes, and the first organ this kind of um, food is salmon fish.
Okay.
Yes, so and I think there is no harm consuming this kind of food if it is produced in a scientific way. Uh, I listened to a discussion uh, in NDTV that if we do not uh, make a safe distance
Mm-hmm.
between two trees, then it can be harmful.
What distance?
A safe distance between two saplings.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
So I think if we uh, produce it scientifically,
mhm.
then is no harm. Then there
Okay.
is no harm. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's,
So you are telling that there is no harm with having GM foods.
yes, sir.
It's
Right.
tested
Okay. Yeah.
properly and all the
Let's
parameter tested.
yeah. Let's have Shalab. Shalab, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also in the favor of that only. Actually, as the population is growing day by day, so definitely we need some solution for that. So we cannot increase the land. Land is limited, and we have to find out the way how to the crop we can increase. So this is the one of the way. So as far as the concerns, other concerns are there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that can be tested properly, and some parameter can be fixed, and some one world organization should be there who can clear this.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, so I don't think anything harm on that. But what I was reading here, so one negative is there when we are developing the seeds, GM
Mm-hmm,
seeds, they
mm-hmm.
cannot be used again. So once they
Yes,
are used,
they are
yeah.
sterile.
So the commercial impact is very high for that actually. 200 times of the what is the actual cost? No, the seeds is 200 times is costly than that.
Yes, so
So
like every like
some work should be done in that only because otherwise the commercially that farmers and all no they
Yes.
cannot afford all those things.
Okay. Good. Nice point brought over. Yes,
Yeah.
Harsha, you have raised your hand. Do you want to say something?
Sir, what is GM seeds?
What is GM seeds? Yeah. Someone please explain, Harsha, what is GM seeds? See?
Yeah. Shall I tell you?
Yes. Why
Yeah.
not?
Harsha. This is Shalabh here, Harsha. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Very
I'm
good.
fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are here to learn from you today. Yeah, I will
Okay.
explain you now. I will explain you now, Harsha. Actually, what happened? No, see, what is crop actually? See, when we are putting one seed in the soil, one plant comes. So we are putting, suppose, one particular seed of soya bean. So you will find the soya bean plant or a tree or crop from there. See, sometimes when we are, I will take as example as a brinjal. Okay, so whenever we are putting seed for brinjal, we are getting the brinjal. What the problem is when we grow the brinjal, so many insects, okay, the atmosphere that damage our crops. So a lot of losses are there. Then what we have is so I'm starting from for the Harsha level so that he can understand
That is
better.
right.
Yeah,
That is what is needed.
yeah,
See,
yeah. So
okay. I'll help you. I'll help you do it in a shorter this thing. Harsha, these crops they require They have to be resisting pests.
Pesticide.
Okay, so to resist pests, what we have to do, we apply chemicals, pesticides to kill the pests,
Kill
right?
the pest.
You
Yes.
know that, Harsha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if we can, what scientists have seen, that if we can make the crop resisting pests, then it is better. We don't have to use pesticides. So they change the gene. Gene is something that probably you will read later in
DNA,
your
Yeah,
school.
selected
DNA.
genes.
Okay, it is modified. The gene is modified, and a new type of crop is grown, which can resist the pests. Okay, that is just one part. Sometimes we need more, like tomatoes. We need more tomatoes. So one tree can probably give you 20 tomato fruits. What if we change the gene and instead of 20, we start getting 40?
Not
Okay,
only that,
those
if you
kind
want
of
to, if you want to use the tomato for the long time also,
yeah, that
it is
also is
being done.
possible. So these foods that where we are changing the gene is called genetically modified foods. Okay, and we are trying to discuss, is it safe to eat that or not? Yes, over to who was speaking? Shalab was. Yeah, Shalab, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I have put my
Oh, okay, you
points.
have
No,
said
somebody
that
else.
no harm in have, yeah. Anybody
Yeah, no.
else? Antarlina, Sapna, you have not clearly said whether it is safe or not.
Yes, for me, it is safe, or it is also not safe for environment, for animal, for our biodiversity. My
Oh,
concern is
okay.
about our biodiversity, because
About
like in
environment, it may.
in India, like we are only allowed one BT cotton. Like we are not allowed like many crops, many things. Like
Okay.
even our country very populated, so we have to adopt like that, because this crop has many advantages. Like this can be enhanced taste and quality,
Okay.
and also this can be a reduced maturation time also, and
Okay.
also, so
I
yeah,
will
there are many
since
advantages.
all of you are going since all of you are going against there's no harm. I will take the stance that there is
Yes,
some harm.
yes.
Okay. Let's hear Sudhakar. Sudhakar, do you have anything?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
against only, sir.
You're against.
Okay, everybody talking about
Yeah. Yeah.
fruit. Okay, see, for every product, like we have pros and cons, sir. Okay,
Yes.
for this product also, even sometime back when I read, no, okay, WHO also discouraging about this product.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like pros and cons. Okay, we have some issues with this genetically modified food.
Mm.
Okay, it is what they noticed. It is more potential to trigger allergic reactions. Some kind of there is a development due to this. There is a development of cancer. Okay, some it could affect ability to defend illness also. Okay, these are
Yes.
the things they found, and still research is going on, sir. So I'm always with the natural food only. Okay,
Okay.
that is what I want to go for. Herbal food is the is the safest product to consume it, sir.
Okay. So you want to go organic or you want to go natural,
Organic,
and
always I am with
yes,
organic only,
always.
sir.
Okay. So here we have Sudhakar also. In it is not safe, and we have to go. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's have quickly so that we can listen to everyone. Um,
Sir, I want to say something, sir. I remember several years ago in West Bengal, BT brinjal was banned. Yes.
BT brinjal
India,
is banned. Okay.
India not given approval for brinjal. Actually, it was
Okay.
going on about.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hear
India.
Ravi. Ravi
Sir,
has joined. Ravi has
sir,
joined. I want to hear bring in Ravi also. Ravi, can you say something? We are discussing about the genetically modified foods, whether it is safe. Some of us have said that there is no harm in having, because population is growing. We need crops for population, and some of us, like Sudhakar, has said it is not safe, and I am also going with the not safe option.
I think I would say it's safe
Okay.
because I would say it's safe.
Yes.
Uh, I mean, certainly population is growing, right? And it will grow, it will never stop.
Okay.
So we need to modify food products.
Okay.
And you can see, we are already using modified vegetables, grains, and all. And because of that, we are able, farmers are able to produce more grains and vegetables and all.
Yes.
Yeah, because of that. So I think it's completely, there's no harm, I think. And because when it comes to real life production, so it goes through a lot of research and development, right?
Yeah.
Scientists go through a lot of research and all, so they check all points, and then they decide whether it should go in the field, and people should start using or producing
All right.
grain out of it.
All right. I will see, since it is a
So,
debate. Has everyone spoken? Anyone wants to speak?
yes, sir. My sister, sir, if you
Yes.
allow.
Yes. Why not? Why not? Antarlina's sister. Antarlina's sister, please give me your name.
Yeah, I am Aparajita Roy.
Aparajita.
Yes.
Yes, Aparajita.
Yeah, should I start?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. So, today we are talking about genetically modified foods. The subject of the debate is, should it be banned? So, this is a very tough question to answer because we have very short time to determine that it is right or wrong. So, because the technique was introduced in the late 90s, at first we have to know the process. This type of food uh, are produced from organisms that have some replacement into their DNA using genetic engineering. So it is used for making new varieties, more tastier, more nutritious, uses less pesticides after modification. We use it for high demands of crops because day by day our population, our countries or world's population are increasing. So use it. Um, we use it for, and now we make genetically modified salmon. So it's a very new thing. To judge such type of process is too tough because
Okay.
because we should give some more time to research.
So,
to
yeah,
collect,
whether okay, to
collect-
get the long term, whether it is benefiting or whether it is harming.
yes,
Am I right?
like
All right.
like coronavirus vaccine.
Okay. Okay, but coronavirus vaccine, it is tested and it is already being, being given to people. So,
Yeah, but some people has
yeah, some they will have always those doubts will always be there. But as
and
such, across the globe, people are taking coronavirus vaccine. So if you have not taken, you can always take it. I have taken my first shot. Okay, I'd like to put in some, because it's a debate. I'll bring in some. Yogita, you have anything to say? All right. Hey, nice to see. Ragini is also here. All right. Um, let me bring in. See, Sudhakar pointed out that we go organic. Okay. We are always harping on that the population is increasing and we need more food and we need more, we need to produce more crops, etc., etc. 2 points here. One is, yes, we do, but why can't we bring in more land into agricultural land? Today, agricultural lands are being consumed by cities, making buildings and all
Real
that.
estate, real estate.
Real estate. We are urbanizing. Why can't we bring in more land into agriculture? I mean, as far as India is concerned, we have got enough land, enough water to bring in more. There has to be some political will. Number two is, like Sapna had said, there is a group of people. I'm not talking. Please take this from me. I'm not talking with scientific evidence, but I'm telling things. I'm just trying to ignite one spark in your minds. Okay. Uh, uh, See, the foods are sterile. The seeds are sterile, right?
Yes.
There is a group of people, I don't know whether scientific evidence is there or not. There's a group of people who feel that the sterility or the sterility, passes on. Um, I don't know, but I was recently having a discussion that when we were kids, when I was a kid, there wasn't any, there's so many, क्या कहते हैं? These centers for in vitro fertilization and what do you call those?
Are you talking about
IVF.
IVF?
IVF and all these centers.
Yeah.
Now it is cropping up on every street corners. And believe me, nowadays people, I don't know what is the reason. Is it because of food, or is it because of non-activity, non-physical activity? People are finding it difficult to reproduce.
Yes.
I don't know whether I mean I'm please, because all of you are big enough to understand what I'm trying to talk about, but there is a group of people who are thinking that things are being pushed onto us, things are being marketed to us. Okay, Sudhakar, Sapna both said that no, Shalab said that the seeds which are sterile, that means for to grow my GM crops, I will have to
Only
go
one
and buy
time.
it. I will have to go and buy it from them at 400 times the same price. So actually my crops, even if I have more crops, it is not making me rich. It is making only one guy rich. Who? The guy who sold me that those seeds.
Yes. Companies are.
Its
Right?
name is Monsanto.
Yeah,
Monsanto.
Monsanto.
And
America company.
and I don't know whether I have read it again. These are documents available online that Monsanto people don't eat genetically modified food.
Yes, because this crop is resulted into a cancer.
Okay,
So,
whether
they
yeah,
are-
those things apart. But just imagine, there is a center in Chennai. The first crossbreed and hybridization and all this. There
Cross-pollination.
are cross pollination. You can actually develop some sort of crops. There is the MS Swaminathan Institute that gave us the first rice. This thing, when Jawaharlal Nehru said that next we should have the green revolution. When he launched the green revolution, Sapna can tell me where the year and all that.
Yes, yes.
He announced the green revolution. The first this thing crop that came up for larger produce, more produce, the rice, that was given by MS Swaminathan Institute, Chennai. Okay, it is
Yes.
just next to IIT. That is rice. Believe
Rice
me,
and wheat.
guys, that is rice. Okay. But when I convert the gene, when I change the gene, is it rice? I'm just asking you a question and leaving this question with you. Just think, if I'm changing the gene, if I change your gene, will you be human? Just
No.
just
No,
think.
sir.
Okay, so
We are hybrid.
yeah, so you
We can
hybridization is
do
a
that
different.
kind of experiment on dogs, so their breeds completely change.
See, hybridization, mixing this crop with that crop and mixing, bringing another this thing and pollinating and bringing out a new crop is one sort. That also, that is also science. But
Heard
changing
about
the
GM
gene,
soldiers?
huh?
You heard about GM soldiers? They are now working on that.
Yeah, they are now
Genetical
working
modified
genetically.
soldiers.
So which means we can actually discount them, because once the gene is modified, it's no longer humans.
Yeah, they are working on that. China.
All right. So what is happening? Okay, I'll just bring you a little, shift back to a little more in the history of how things are marketed to us, and especially to the third world. By
By developed countries.
we all had our traditional oils. In different parts of India, we were following our different oils. For us, for example, I'm a Bengali. We were used to mustard oil. Mustard oil is the is used totally. If you come down south here, it's the gingerly oil. In Tamil Nadu, especially, it is the traditional oil is gingerly oil. And then if you go to Kerala side or in the west coast side, there is coconut oil. These three things were used. Suddenly, when I was growing, suddenly the oils changed into you have to have sunflower oil because it is good for the heart. Now, no advertisement, and those time I still remember very clearly, no advertisement said that, mustard oil is bad. They said, all they said was, this sunflower oil is good for the heart. It has got this cholesterol, good cholesterol, and low bad cholesterols and all that nonsense. And today, it is again being, researched, and it is being told by scientists that our traditional oils were better. Okay.
Patanjali is claiming now.
Huh?
What Patanjali is claiming now?
Now, Patanjali is also telling that ghee is also good. You can consume ghee. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? We have already started consuming, the other oils. Okay. Now these things are marketing gimmicks. These things are marketed. Imagine, these guys, people like Monsanto and all that, they are businessmen. They know that, 20 years down the line, I will have so many countries, my customers, growing genetically modified crops.
Royalty alone, they are taking 1,000 crores.
See,
per annum.
This is
1,000 crores is the royalty alone.
This
is not the product sale. Royalty alone.
Okay. So I have said my side. I want counters from people who said it is safe. Yeah. This is the reason I don't like speaking in this thing.
Seems you convince everybody.
No, I don't want you guys to get convinced. This is the trouble. When it is a debate, please have points. If you're talking for, please have points. For. And you should also have what are the points that will come up against, and you should have that is the rule of debating.
One point you told that we have lot of land and why we are cannot bring in the agriculture.
See, if you guys would have actually debated, most of you, if you would have said no, it is not safe, I would have had my other points to tell that it is safe.
Correct.
Absolutely. Yes. See, please remember, whatever debate we do here in this, okay, it is only to bring out points both sides. Okay, you should be aware, you should be having both side points and take a stand. That's all. It's a group discussion, and that is how you should be able to convince others. Yes, go ahead. Let's hear Antarlina.
Okay, so I think someday we have to depend on this GM food willingly or unwillingly,
because
yes,
it is because land for farming are decreasing.
Yes, sir. In my area,
and population
is
increasing. Yes, land is decreasing and population is increasing. Yes, so it is true.
So
it is true.
We have to think about backup option for future.
But instead of backup, just hear me out. All the developed nations, in the people who have high productivity from land, like countries like Netherlands, okay,
yes.
Countries like Germany, okay, they are investing more on organic farming.
Yes.
They are not
using GM.
They are not using GM. Who is using GM?
Developing countries.
The developing countries like India, because it is very easy to pay some crores of money.
Even the countries who have more population.
Sudhakar, let me complete. As Monsanto, I'm a big guy. I can pay some crores of rupees to the top bosses who run this country and tell that please tell your people that GM foods are very safe, yeah. Okay, and one idiot will come on the dais and he'll say that, okay, we are allowing, GM foods. It's very safe. I eat. Okay, and we guys will, follow that chap and get into that. But please imagine, all Netherlands is investing is on farming, farming, farming. Their country is one fraction of the Netherlands as a country is a fraction of the size of of our country. Okay, they don't have that much land, but they are investing in more and more organic farming. They are going back to the roots. New Zealand, another country who is into agriculture and farming produce, they are going
Going live
into
in YouTube.
this thing.
Can I say something?
Yes, please, Sapna.
Yes, like many organizations like such as like Green Space,
Yeah.
Greenpeace has said that that the GM crop don't yield a better result because but push the farmers into debt, and because of this issue, like they lose their sovereign rights over seeds, as they are forced to buy a GM seeds and technologies from Monsanto companies, and also we are seeing that the increasing incidence of suicide by farmers,
Yeah.
like those are cultivating BT cottons,
Yes.
right? So because like GM seeds are very they are buy on a very high rate.
Yeah, they are very high
So,
rate.
and also when we are cultivate those seed, so they are so we cannot from their seeds we cannot crop
You cannot
another,
get another crop.
So yes,
You have to
this is
again go back and buy. And what? Your soil is also getting spoiled, mind you.
Yes.
Your soil is also getting drained. So you will have to again buy another fertilizer from them in capital. Okay, from them to again get the next crop. And you are slowly getting full
And
dependent
soil
on.
is also like going in a sterile
Yeah,
position.
you are also getting more and more dependent on those. Whereas,
An instance of
there is a beauty. I have a friend in Rotary. I have a friend who is a he's he is from this agricultural background. What he says, organic foods look bad. Organic foods look bad, and it is better to buy a brinjal with a hole, that is, there is an insect inside. That is because there is lesser pesticides in that. We generally go and buy a brinjal that is nice and shiny outside, very pure and perfect.
My
Tomato.
father sir buys that kind of brinjal.
If you buy that kind of brinjal, okay, you are 100% sure that you are buying something a little more healthier than what others are eating. We don't want to pay that extra money for this thing, but believe me, in the long run, probably it'll cost us more. Okay, that is what I believe. Anybody
what
else?
I heard that resistance power on the insects, they are also developing the resistance power. So after some time, this also won't work. So what
Yeah,
we
they
are
also are.
making.
They
So
also are
we have
getting
to
more.
keep on change. Every 10 or 20
You
years, we
have
have
to
to keep
buy.
on
You
change.
have to use even more pesticides,
Yeah.
even more stronger ones, and this is what is happening. And those stronger pesticides are going into our system. We are consuming.
Actually,
And this is the
I'm
only
from the
reason
same
I had
background.
stopped Sapna from taking BT cotton as the this thing, because we are not eating BT cotton. BT cotton we are wearing.
Yes.
I don't care. You can grow BT cotton. I'll wear it as a shirt. No problems. But brinjals, tomatoes, we are eating. Aloo, potatoes, we are eating. This is the it is yeah. Sudhakar, Antalina, anybody last? Ravi, Ravi is quiet today.
Yes.
No, no, no. I was waiting for my number.
Yeah, please, no,
Yeah.
there is
So,
no
you
number.
know,
Please,
the first and foremost is that we
The
have
wings.
not enough idea about
yes.
this kind of GM.
Okay, okay, it's all right, Antalina. That is the process. That is the reason we debate, because
Yes, sir.
you have 5 points, but then you will get 15 other points from other people. And please
So my
remember, in a debate, please always have an open mind. Have
yes,
an
sir.
open mind. Just think. If there is something, there's something to think. Just think, and these points will be useful in the next debate. You can
Yes.
take a stand whether you want
So,
to say safe or unsafe.
yeah.
That is
My father sir buys
yes. Your
those
father?
kind of brinjal.
Oh, so
Yes,
he buys those kind of
buys
yes,
those kind of brinjal. Yes.
yes. It is. It is.
Yes.
Oops.
Sir, can I
All
get the
right.
link of this live video?
Yes, Harsh. What, Harsha?
Sir, can I get the link of this
Oh yes,
live video?
I will send it to you. I will send it to you.
Okay, sir.
All right. Sure.
What are the foods now it has been cleared by the World Organization to we can use for this?
See, right now they are trying to clear, especially things like these cotton and all the things that we
I
don't
heard
eat.
there's soya beans and all this corns.
Yes,
This has
yes,
also
yes,
been cleared.
yes, yes.
USA. They have
Salmon, fish also. They have
fish.
genetically modified. The
And the
the
soybean,
trouble is
90% so 90%
the
soybean
trouble
it
is
is.
salmon is a fish, and if you change the gene, I don't know whether it is still a fish or not.
Sir, salmon is a fish.
Salmon is a fish. Salmon. It's a fish like hilsa. It has got a life cycle like hilsa. It stays in the seas and then it comes into the river to breed. Okay.
But in India, they have only cotton,
Any other?
nothing else.
Yeah,
In India,
BT cotton.
only
See,
cotton.
all
2002 they have cleared.
all companies like Monsanto, they need an entry.
Yeah.
They need an entry. Okay, BT cotton is the first step inside. After that, there will be so many more. After which you will have to be buying it from them only. You cannot go anywhere else.
Yes,
That is
sir.
the beauty of biotechnology,
Still now 18
and it
years is
is
over.
huge.
2002 they are given for the cotton. Now we are in 2021. But after that, India they have not given. So earlier,
Yes.
so actually the forest department is supposed to decide. Now they given to state. State has to give permission. Then only they can grow this GM seeds. Otherwise they
Shalab,
cannot.
BT cotton is allowed in many states.
Yeah, it is allowed.
I mean,
After
we
that,
have actually deviated. We are actually deviating from from foods to actually just crops. But BT cotton is allowed in many states. But the
Yes.
problem is that you
there
have
was
to go back
there
and
was some
buy the
discussion
seeds
going
again.
on. So brinjal, some discussion was going on 4 5 years
Yes,
back,
it is
but
only a
they have not given.
recommendations.
Brinjals, tomatoes, all these things. And believe me, just go and search. Monsanto people don't eat genetically modified foods. People from Monsanto, they themselves don't consume.
Maybe they are knowing the
They know all fact.
things behind that.
They are the people behind. They know what it
They
is.
are aware about
Yeah.
the
So
result.
I mean, I again, my whatever I'm talking here is limited to whatever I come across on the whatever available information in the net. Okay. So this is it really makes you think, are we going the right way? Because long-term usage, we don't know what is going to happen. Long-term usage, what happens? We have none of us are sure.
Correct. It may reduce our life cycle also.
Okay, we need more food. We need more food for the newer generation. For the new in future we will need more foods. But I don't know whether genetically modifying is the right way. There are many other scientific ways. biotechnologists will have to come out, and that is my opinion. You all can have your own.
What impact is going to show in later in our life, we don't know. Or maybe it can reduce our life cycle.
See, there are so many new farming methods. The other day somebody had hydroponics. Hydroponics was discussed. A lot of people are investing in hydroponics. You know what hydroponics are?
No, sir.
You don't need land to grow crops. You don't need land. You can directly grow these crops on water. All you need is a container of water.
Like Punjab, like rice crop.
Yes, actually, people are growing rice crops on using hydroponics, and it's very easy, very nicely controlled. If you don't know, please look up the topic hydroponics on YouTube, on internet.
China into that. India, I don't think it is famous here. China, they are.
It is not famous, but today, my friends have invested. They have a farm in Sriperumbudur, just outside Sriperumbudur, outside the city. So I have been invited to go and see, but I also did not get time. But he's growing crops. It's doing fantastic.
India is not famous, but now we can see in India that kind of crop.
Yes. And the beauty is that in land, that is in land, you'll have to grow after, you have to leave some space between crops.
Yeah.
But in hydroponics, I can have it very side by side. That's the beauty of hydroponics.
Hydroponic means artificially created, or where
no,
we
it
are
is not.
it
is not artificially. You just don't need.
It's organic.
It's very much organic, and it is on water.
That much water should be available. So you mean to say where the
yes, exactly. The water goes through a filtration process, and again that same water comes back into the pipes.
Okay, same. They are circulating same water there.
Yeah.
So this is not natural. Then we have to arrange.
No, it is very much natural. You're not using anything unnatural here. You are growing plants. The only thing is you are not using land.
But huge water will require for that. No?
But you are not wasting the water. The water is again coming back in circulation. It is not getting drained. The water is going through.
Evaporation for such a big area, evaporation will be huge.
No, okay. You're not getting the point, Shalab. You will the water goes through PVC pipes.
Sir, I am also watching the YouTube live.
Okay, good. All right.
I think we should give one chance today because I think he's waiting for.
Harsh, why don't you say something about yourself? Let's hear Harsh. Yeah, you tell about yourself. A lot of people don't know about you. Where are you from?
My name is Harsha. I'm from class 6, and my hobby is drawing, coloring, and sketching. In my family, apart from my parents, I have no one. And this is all about me.
Okay, nice, very good. Okay, I don't take kids. Harsha is one of my youngest.
He's from where?
Harsha, where are you from? Chhattisgarh. Raipur.
Sir, I am from Chhattisgarh, Raipur, but my motherland is in West Bengal.
Okay, he's a Bengali. Okay. Yeah. So we have more or less. Anybody bringing in any more points? Anything? Sudhakar, you have anything to add?
You want to add something?
Yeah, please. Shalab, go ahead.
Oh, Ravi raised his hand. So
Ravi.
I thought he wanted.
Oh, yeah, Ravi, yes.
Yeah, okay. First of all, Harsh, welcome to the family. I mean, this guy Harsh, I mean, this kid has, a lot of guts, because when I was
Yeah.
his age, I didn't have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
still, when I hear that, I need to speak in front of everyone
In
in
front of
live
so
video and
many.
all. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get, I mean,
Harsh,
that's up to him.
that thumbs up is for you.
Yeah, Faraj. Okay, so now we were talking about genetically modified food. Though I didn't do any research, but the points you brought here, I'll talk about few points. Like we somebody says land problem, right?
Yes.
Okay, but here's we need to understand, right? When our country got freedom, right? People were dying because of hunger,
Yes.
right? People were dying because of hunger, and then government had to, sorry,
Green
government had to,
revolution.
yeah. So government had to, brought in some resolutions, some new policies,
Yeah.
right? Some plans, so that we can, feed our people. So that time, these kind of uh, scientifically,
Process
modified or processed,
was not
the
available.
yeah was not. I mean, these kind of helped us, to feed our people. And here we need to understand, the way we are growing, land will not grow,
No.
right? Land will be there, so we need to, depend on these kind of technologies. And also, there are a lot of scientific research are going on, and when we are talking about, going to moon, and making our colony in
In
Mars.
Mars.
I mean, certainly, yeah, certainly, we'll have to depend on these
Can
kind
I
of
say?
technologies. Yeah.
Sir, if we plant two oak sapling near, then they grow?
Harsh, we will let Ravi complete and then we will listen to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I was saying, when we'll go to moon and Mars, and then we'll have to, depend on these kind of technologies. And also, why we always, there's, I think, there's certain number of people who are always against, technologies.
Yes.
They always want to talk about, previous thing, just like our old dadi, they say, हमारे जमाने में तो ये होता था, तुम्हारे जमाने में ये है, right? Those kind of things. Hey, we need to understand the way science is developing, the way things are rapidly changing. We have to, adopt these things. We cannot go back. If we'll go back, then, people will die because of hunger, right? Things are very limited, and yeah, we need to depend on technology, right, which can
Yeah.
feed the entire population,
Yes.
the human population.
True. Anyone,
Done.
anyone
Done.
else? Anyone else joining in? Want to?
We
Sudhakar?
have to work out. We
Yes,
have
sir.
to work on the three waters also.
What, Shalab?
No. What I'm saying, we have to work out for the sea water also something, because we have a lot of sea water.
Okay.
Some technology
To
should come. We
how
can
to use
grow
sea
some
water.
use sea
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
That was not done for that.
How to use sea water. Yeah. Yes. Anybody else? Sudhakar or Ravi? You want to? Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I asked Shalabs, I want to answer his question.
Yeah.
I think there's a country called that's Israel, right? Israel. So Israel is like a very small country, right? Very small country.
Yes.
And they have developed so much technology. Now today's they are, set up a filtration plant where where they are taking water from sea, and processing that, and then it's they can use it for daily use, like they can drink water, and they can use it for irrigation and all. So they are already doing it. So technology is there, but it's very costly, and that's why it's not here in India, or it's not in other country, but technology is already there. So I think
Yeah, it is.
the more a research is done, slowly and gradually, technology will become very cheaper, and then other countries like less developed countries, they will start using it.
No,
I was
in
talking
just
about
outside Chennai, Ravi, outside Chennai, we have a desalination plant.
Okay. Okay. What is
we are
desalination? Okay.
We are trying to
Yeah.
use the seawater. Now, how much it is
That is
able to, supply drinking water to the city, I don't know, but there is a plant. And this
yeah, it is there.
desalination is,
Distillation,
desalination is used in,
but it is
yeah,
very
I student from
expensive.
Jeddah.
The process is very expensive.
Sudhakar, you remember that Nuruddin? I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
just
Yes, sir.
next
He
to
was
his
saying.
house, they have a desalination plant. So that
Actually, I
supplies
was talking
water.
about the idea growing crop in the seawater.
Oh,
If we
growing
can do
crop in
that,
the seawater.
yeah, if we can work on
Yeah.
that, it's a big.
No, the trouble is the salt in the seawater. No, so
That's why
not all crops can be grown there.
maybe now it is not possible. Maybe
Maybe
we
later.
can work on that.
Yeah.
It will be the big revolution.
By the time
human being.
Yes.
by the time we'll be able to develop that technology, I would say
Technology.
technology. So then we'll sea is going to be full of plastic bottles.
Yeah,
and
then we will
rubbish and all.
have. Then we will
Yeah.
start fighting on overseas. You will have China coming in and taking up
Because
some part of Indian Ocean.
this is the biggest resource which we human being is not using properly.
Yeah.
Seawater.
It is.
Yes, sir. In Netherlands, we see polder lands where the seawater is desalinated and they grow crops.
Yeah, they grow crops there. Yeah, actually, see, my point is, why not go to Netherlands and countries like Germany to bring in that technology which can help us, grow more crops, grow better crops, be more productive. See, there, when I was in Netherlands, when we were going in train, I saw, light in the horizon. And it was about 6 o'clock or something in the evening. So I said, see, that's sunset. He said, that is the eastern side, my dear. It is not sunset. It's actually a farm. Okay. So they had lights and all that in the farm. He said, our productivity per farmer is much higher than many other countries. Actually, Netherlands is such a small country here.
Yes.
It's hardly 2-3 cities size in as far as India is concerned. Okay, their productivity per farmer is 4-5 times than any Indian farmer. So you can imagine the kind of crops they grow. So why can't we bring those kind of technology to increase our, why buy it from a country who themselves don't eat genetically modified foods? That is the question.
Anindya,
Yes,
I
we
think.
need more food.
Can I talk? I'm sorry.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It's a debate.
Okay. No. I thought I interrupted you. I'm sorry. So okay.
No.
So I mean, the problem is, look, we always talk about why don't we do this, why don't we do that first. जब पेट भरा होगा आदमी, then think about it, right?
Yeah.
Invention and
I
productivity and
know.
all. People are already hungry here in country, right? They need food, right? They think about what I will be eating in the evening, right, or the next day.
Yeah.
So when that thought, when their stomachs are full, right, and they don't need to think about what they need to eat tomorrow, then they will think something else. Now they are just busy in just कल क्या खाऊंगा, परसों क्या खाऊंगा, वो चीजें खत्म होगी, then they will think about something else. And also we don't have money, those sort of money, right? We to becoming a productive, right, we need to have proper management, proper field, pani time pe aana chahiye. We need to have those kind of machineries, right? We need to have certain
Correct.
kind of logistic
Machineries
system,
too.
right? Those things are not here, so that's not possible. First first we need to make sure that our basic things are met, and then
we can go
go for it. Yeah,
You're right. You're right. I agree. I am that. But yeah, again, considering farming and all that, there is always, always, like you said, there will always be people to oppose a change. We are not. I'm not among those who oppose a change, but then I I'm just cynical about getting something from a country who themselves do not practice. See, and when it is being adopted in developed countries, you already know that it is tried and tested method. Tried and tested method. It is not being adopted in developed nations, and that is where I have a problem. Like I said, if you guys would have said that it is unsafe, I would have debated on
But
on being safe. Yeah.
what I heard that the USA, they are using a lot of GM product actually. Not only India using only one. If you see the US,
Yeah. Find
yeah.
out what. Find out what. See, again, it is a big marketing technique of US. I mean, they are great marketers. I mean, as far as I'm
I
concerned,
heard that
I mean, nobody
90%
can.
soybeans, 90% soybeans they are GM only in the USA.
See, soybeans don't affect you. Soybeans are anyway churned out, and what do you get? You get soya chunks and soya sauce,
No, that is the
and
more
most.
nutrition. Actually, in the US, soybean that is they are
Yes.
consuming as a more nutrition thing. Soybean. They are using soybean milk, not many products of the soybean. This is the main resource of the nutrition for US soybean.
Long-term use. What is the
Long-term use, yeah, maybe
benefit? So yeah, we don't know the effects. Anyway, I have
this
I
was
have I have
debate.
nothing
So I
against
just
the GM crops. I am before only thing is before adopting, I would definitely like to
I
see
took this
some
liberty
developed.
since it is a debate.
Yeah. Yes.
To
Any
cut your
more? Any
point.
any other points, Sapna?
No, sir.
No. Yes. Ragini, we haven't heard you. Ragini.
I don't know she's there or not.
Yeah, she's there. All right.
She's
Good.
there.
Ragini, you want to say something? And what about Aparajita? Aparajita, do you have anything to say? Or Antarlina? Otherwise, we will close the session. It was nice. What do we discuss
Shall I suggest one thing here?
next?
Shall I suggest one thing?